welcome to this Tabletop Simulator overview video. So the purpose of this video is just to walk through some of the Tabletop Simulator specific features for Phantom Epoch, but it will not actually teach you how to play Phantom Epoch. For that, feel free to look at our other videos for the how to play information. But now we're just going to talk about some of the TTS features. So the very first thing you're going to want to do when you load into the mod is to create new characters. So if you're playing solo, you'll want to choose the black color. That will allow you to see multiple characters' hands. If you're playing with friends, each of you should choose a color and create a character in the corresponding play area. So I'm going to go ahead and create two characters, and you'll notice I clicked the create new character button and this pop-up appeared. So now I can name my character, and then I can click here under species, and I can scroll through the available species in order to select one. Once I've chosen the one I want, I can simply click choose species, and then I do the same thing for class. Now to see, you can scroll through the classes, but to see the action cards, you can right click a deck and click search, and then you can hover over through each action card before selecting. To see the front of the class board, simply hold Alt while hovering over it, and then click Shift, and that will show you the front of the class board before you select your class. And then you can go ahead and click Finish, and then simply press the space bar to get back to the play area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for a second character as well. And now I am ready to jump into the tutorial mission. So I can go ahead and click Start Mission at the top right. Before I do so, it's important to note that the Choose Mission overlay is controlled by the campaign sheet. So if the campaign sheet had available missions on it, these would appear in the Start Mission overlay. But because there are no available missions, that means that the only mission that's going to show as available is the tutorial, even if I change planets. So I'll go ahead and click Tutorial, and now the mission is set up for me. I'll want to go ahead and place characters on the entrance points, and as I'm playing through the tutorial or playing through any mission, whenever I need to spawn an adversary, I can click this Combat Interface button, and then within that interface, I'll click Spawn Adversary. And then that's going to bring up an overlay where with the different adversaries that are available in Tabletop Simulator, and I can choose their difficulty tier by clicking this star badge here. For the tutorial, I'll just want star 1. Similarly, if I'm spawning a boss, I can just click the bosses tab, and I can change the number of characters present as well. So I'll go ahead and spawn an adversary. And you'll notice that all of the components for that adversary were automatically placed on the adversary playmat. I want to place one adversary, so I'm going to go ahead and place an adversary token here. And now, when I click Prepare Round, the decision die is going to be rolled. If this wasn't the tutorial, the event deck would automatically an event from the event deck would automatically be drawn, and I'll show that after. And then I'll click Prepare Adversaries, and you'll notice that adversary cards are drawn for any adversaries that are currently on the mission map. Now each of my characters can go ahead and select their cards by pulling them into the hand that's just above their class board. So I'll select a couple cards for each of these characters, and once that's done, we can click Start Round. And that's going to automatically calculate the initiative for both the characters and any adversaries. And you'll notice when there's a tie, the order is separated by commas, and this, for the adversaries, this is in the correct order, so you can just work through the list in the order it appears. For characters, of course, characters can decide amongst themselves who goes first. As each initiative number is completed, you can click on them to show them as completed. Now whenever I need to roll a die, I can simply click the die in the combat interface. So if I want to roll a basic attack, I just click the basic attack die. If I want to roll a blitz attack, I click the blitz attack die. If I want to roll the accuracy die, same thing, I just click the accuracy die. If for any reason I want to roll multiple dice, I just click them in quick succession and all will be rolled at once. When the round is completed, I can click End Round, and that will automatically discard the adversary cards. Player cards still need to be discarded or placed in the temporary or persistent effect sections manually. And then the next round is ready to begin. When the mission is completed, I simply click End Mission, and then in the dropdown, I choose whether I successfully completed the mission with all optional objectives. I successfully completed the mission, but I did not complete all optional objectives, or I failed the mission. Whatever the case, I then click OK. If the mission was a success, rewards are automatically given, including skill points, including the character sheets being marked as having that mission completed, and any unlocked missions on the campaign sheet. In addition, attachment rewards are automatically drawn, and after each character picks one, I can then click Finish Rewards, and those will automatically be shuffled back into the attachment deck. To clear the play area, since I no longer need these adversaries, I just click Clear Play Area, and that's going to automatically remove all of them for me. Now you'll notice that Burkhav 1 now appears in the Start Mission overlay, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. And you'll notice that the event deck gets built automatically, and when I click Prepare Round, an event is going to be drawn automatically for that round. Now at the end of any mission that isn't the tutorial mission, an expedition can be completed. And when a mission has a story expedition, that expedition is automatically going to be drawn. But let's just pretend that we don't have a story expedition here. To draw a Burkhav planetary expedition, I would just click Start Expedition, and that's going to randomly draw an expedition from the planet that the last mission was completed on. After completing the expedition, I can manually shuffle it back into the deck, or if it's a discard, I can just place it off to one side, or even delete it if I wanted to. Similarly, shopping, I can click Start Shopping, and the cards corresponding to the planet that I completed the last mission on and my current fame level on that planet will automatically be drawn here. I can purchase whatever equipment I want simply by pulling it into my play area and spending the required number of Nova Cells. Once done shopping, I just click End Shopping, and the deck gets automatically placed back on the left-hand side. Just like with the physical game, available Vanish technology is counted on the campaign sheet. So to add gained Vanish technology, simply unlock the campaign sheet using the pencil icon, and then enter the amount of technology that was gained. And then to spend that Vanish technology to upgrade the Phantom Epoch, you can unlock the Phantom Epoch upgrade board, and then click the checkbox next to the Vanish technology, and then you'll notice that that's automatically removed from the campaign sheet. When any room of the Phantom Epoch upgrade board is fully unlocked, both checkboxes are checked, the room is automatically going to be upgraded. Instructions will appear on it. Now, any instructions that refer to new components, simply click on the room and drag away from it in order to pull those components out of the room.